Okay, so this is April, and I'm showing you how to set up your recurring payments in PayPal. So you go to Tools, so you log into your account, you go to Tools up here at the top menu, and scroll down to All Tools. Once you get there, you're going to see a page that looks like this with all of these different options. Go through it one day. I mean, really, there's some cool things here for you to be able to do. For now, you're going to scroll down to PayPal buttons, and we're going to go to subscribe. But if you needed to set up a buy now button, a donate button, automatic billing, they've added this one is really cool. I've not seen that one, the automatic billing and then installment plan payment. So click on subscribe, right? Click on subscribe, and while it's taking a minute to get there and load in and stuff, this is what's going to come up. So step one is you're going to choose the button type and enter your payment. So if I was setting this up for my branding and social media support service, and you don't have to put an abbreviation in there. I do. I'm just doing it for you. And then you go down to this box. Now, if you wanted to add a drop down menu, so like say if I had a basic service for $49 and I had a premium service for $149, and since it's three there, why don't I add it like I had the Ultimate Pro version, or I should have said Basic Pro and Premium, right? Basic Pro and then Premium service um, for $4.99. I'm making these up. And I said I was done. The drop down menu would look like that. So when you grab the code, you're going to grab the code, and it's going to give your buyers the option to choose all three right there. But if I didn't do that, let's not click on that, and I wanted to add a drop down menu without the price option. So let's say that this drop down menu meant they were getting green, colors. You would put your colors in here: red, let's go, white, and blue, right? And right here, I'm just telling them what options they have. So these are the color options. And I say done. That's how it's going to show up: red, right, red, white, blue. If it were that, right? But it's not that. If I wanted to add a text field at the top and say branding and social media support, and I click done, that's what's going to show up at the top, right? So if I unclick that, it just goes back to the regular subscription. If I wanted to customize this and I wanted the PayPal button to be smaller, I can do that. If I wanted to use my own button image, what I do is I'd upload this into my media files in WordPress and grab the URL. I will grab the URL, or I will click back and use the PayPal button. If you don't want to use the credit card logos, you don't have to. I like it, so I would keep it there, right? So those are your options, and I just gave them to you. But let's say I'm keeping it simple, and I'm going to use the subscribe as they have it with the logos, credit card logos, and then I'm going to keep scrolling down and put in my one price, because let's say this is only one price. My billing cycle is one time every month, and then what if it's never stopped? It never stops. So if it were never ending, then they can be in my group forever. Or if you know you got a 12-month program, you would select, or a 6-month program or 12-month program, you select that. But usually it's never, because this is an ongoing service. And then if you wanted to offer a trial period for them, then you can do that. You put in the amount to bill during the trial period, and then you put, you fill that in. It just really tells you what to do there. Use your secure merchant ID. I always leave it to that, but you can choose to use your email address. I don't usually track anything in here, but you can if you want to. So let's say you only had capacity for a certain number of people, then you don't want to oversell it, then you would just put the number of stock you have in. If you only had 10 slots or 20, whatever it is, you just put it in here. But again, I don't usually use tracking inventory. And then I just go to step 3, which is great, because if you want to get people on your mailing list, your customers, and you want to have their address, that's a good way to get it, even if you're not shipping them anything. And sometimes, then you don't have to go back for Christmas when you're sending out cards and things to ask for people's mailing address. You can just get it at that time. I love getting people's shipping at mailing address for I send out my holiday stuff. So you might want to keep it as yes. Now, what if they cancel their checkout? Do you want them to go back to your store? You can copy and paste your store or the sales page URL, put it in this box, and it'll take them back there if they were going to cancel their checkout. I love this one because let's say you create a page, an instruction page. So after they make their purchase and you had a set of instructions for them, you can create a page on your website that gives them instructions. So on that, it could be a simple page. On that page, it says, once you make this purchase, email me at such and such to get started, or go here and fill out this information. So you want to if you want to give some simple instructions, you would put the URL right in this box right here. And after they make the purchase, it would flip them right over to that page. So that's really cool. So you got some built-in automation here. And then you click create the button. And it's creating the button, and you copy this, and you're going to use this code and put it into your where it belongs. So if it were on your website for a button or whatever, you would put it there. If you were emailing this, you would use that. So that's how you do that. And then to know where this is, you can go to your save buttons. So if I were to go to my save buttons, I have a bunch of them. Again, I don't use PayPal like I used to, but if I wanted to see some of my buttons that I've already created, I would go to my PayPal buttons. I would go to subscribe, and there's a little thing there that says, let me show you. There's a little thing that says go to my save buttons. And so if I wanted to go to my save buttons, I could do that. So if you already created one or two of these, and let's say the action I want to take here is I want to create a similar button, I would just create a similar button. If I want to delete this or create a new button out of this, those are my options. So see, I used to use this a lot. So I had a bunch there. But again, I don't use PayPal as much, but it has what you need to really create some automation for you and keep things going smoothly. So there you have it.